All right. You want to take it away?
Sure. Hi, everybody. So Sarah and I wanted to do a team call. We have a couple things that we want to make sure that we touch on. As you all know, the launch coming fast and furious, October 19th, I believe is the date. So we want to bring you all up to speed on that, get you all up to date, make sure those are kind of some ways that we are working to make connections and forming relationships so that when October 19th comes, you have a pool of people that you can speak to, already have learned and started to value you and value what it is that we have to offer as coaches. So Sarah's pulled together a nice PowerPoint that she's going to share. I can't hear you. Can't hear you.
You kept cutting in and out with me unmuted, so I.
Oh.
All right, can you guys see this?
Yep.
Can I make it smaller?
Make it smaller?
Just so it's not like we can see the whole page.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
All right.
Okay. So, like I said, you want to start now building and forming your relationships. And so this is extremely important because, as you know, and I'm sure you've seen with your US-based market or your Canada market, it takes a while to have people trust you. It takes a while to have people want to jump in with you. And the nice thing is that we know when the UK is launching. We know when these products are going to become available to the UK. So now is the time to start forming those relationships, building the trust with those people, so that when we do launch on October 19th, you are the coach that they want to go to in order to place their order Shakeology, get in your challenge group, etc. So start adding UK prospects to your network. So we're going to talk a little bit about how you start doing that, but you have to start doing that now. That needs to be one of your extremely vital behaviors because, again, they may know some of the Beachbody programs. They may know P90X. They may know 21 Day Fix, but they don't necessarily have access to those programs now. They don't have access to Shakeology. So starting to add those prospects to your network now is going to be helpful. You want to build authentic relationships with them just like you would do with anybody in the US. We are here to help people. We are here to give them tips and tricks and recipes and different ways to build healthy habits, okay? So listen to what they have to say. Listen to their goals. Ask them what their goals are, and then start to work to help them work towards those goals. You know, for us, we have obviously incorporated Shakeology and Beachbody programs into our healthy lifestyles. They don't have the ability to do that now, but you do have the ability to start talking to people about clean eating. You do have the ability to help moms work on their back to school routine. And so inviting to like our free group that we'll talk about a little bit later that starts on Monday is a really great value add opportunity that your folks from the UK can join.
They do have BOD.
They do. You're right. They do have BOD. Sarah, have you had anybody from the UK sign up for BOD?
So I have not had anybody do BOD yet. I had a girl try to sign up for the app, and I didn't realize they couldn't do that. So she's just in our Facebook challenge group. But I know BOD has launched in 140 countries, and The UK is one of them. So they can definitely sign up for Beachbody On Demand, but you're not going to get, you're not going to make anything off of it. You're not going to be assigned as their coach because the coaching opportunity is not there yet. So the flip side of that, though, is if you're authentically building that relationship and that trust with them and you're getting them results, they're going to sign up with you when it does launch. Like, just transfer their account to you. So that's the advantage. Like, you're not going to get anything out of it now, but it's going to come back tenfold in October.
Exactly.
So
yeah.
You can definitely invite them to challenge groups. And obviously they can't do the app, but they can do Facebook challenge groups, no issue. And we can make a specific UK challenge group on Facebook just for them and do it that way.
Yeah, and I think the nice thing, one of the nice things that we do is we do try to sprinkle, so if somebody does sign up for BOD, even if you're not their assigned coach, one, we're showing them the value of having a coach and having a relationship with a coach. And as you guys all know, we do try to sprinkle in the benefits of Shakeology and how we incorporate Shakeology into our daily routine. So when October does come around and they have the opportunity to order Shakeology, you want to be the coach that they come to say, hey, I've seen you talking about Shakeology. I've seen you post about the benefits of Shakeology. How can I order that? Mm-hmm. And then at that point is when you can get them onboarded as a customer of yours and have them assigned to you. Help them find a program. So if they have access to Beachbody On Demand, talk them through the programs that you've done. If you're currently doing Shift Shop, invite them to join you to do Shift Shop. If they're new to exercise and Shift Shop might be too intense, tell them about your experience with 21 Day Fix, or tell them about your experience with P90. I'm sorry, not P90, PIO, or P90. I guess that would be an appropriate beginner program. But tell them about your experience with the programs, because with BOD, just like any other customer, they're going to have the ability to try different programs. They'll have the ability to kind of test the waters and see what works for them. And you as a coach have the opportunity to share your personal experience with them so that they can hear from you what your experience was, what your results look like. And obviously, we run all of our challenge groups as non-program specific. So they can do whatever program they want. And then help them to get results. So again, this goes back to building authentic relationships, just as you would with a US-based customer. Make sure you're following up with them. Make sure that you're checking in with them regularly. If they're not being active in the group, that's fine, but make sure that you are personally reaching out to them behind the scenes, again, so that they learn to trust you, that you've built that relationship. And so when other products do become available in the UK, you are the coach that they want to go to in order to, utilize those products.
And the other part of it is talking to them about the coaching opportunity that's going to be launching in October, or asking for referrals. And that can even transfer from your challengers now, or just people Like, I know I don't know anybody in the UK personally, but that doesn't mean one of my challengers doesn't. Or like one of our new coaches, Jenna, her mother-in-law's in the UK, her entire husband's family's in the UK. So that's awesome. So it's just a matter of kind of talking to people and telling them about it, where it might not be for them, but they might know somebody that's going to be very interested in it, who's either over there or knows a bunch of people over there. So also think about it from that aspect.
Absolutely.
All right. So how do we find prospects in the UK? I talked about referrals. The other thing is, finding friends on Instagram and building those relationships and building authentic relationships, and not just saying, oh, this person's from the UK, so I'm going to friend them. No, find people that, you're just like you would in the US or Canada. Find people who you're going to connect with regardless of where they are. That's the beauty of social media, is we can literally connect with anybody in the world. And yes. What do you need? I'm on call. Okay. You know, but finding your tribe and finding those specific people who are going to mesh with you, regardless of whether they're UK, Canada, or US. Also, UK, just to clarify, is England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The Northern Ireland. So look for people in more than just like London or England. I am actually, let me grab my iPad because I'm going to screen share that. Let me see if I can do this. All right, hold on. Oh, sorry. Michelle, can I screen share on here?
I've never tried to do it from my iPad.
I thought I could. Hold on. Sorry, guys.
Oh, we lost her.
Oh, share content. It's right in front of my face. Why can't? Sorry, I thought this would just like work automatically. All right. All right, let me try this. All right. I don't know if it's going to let me search like it normally would. Do I have any tech savvy people on here who know how to do this?
What are you trying to do? I see your Instagram.
No?
What? Can you hear me? Sarah? Can anybody hear me? Sarah?
Yeah.
Oh, I can see your Instagram. Is that what you're trying to do?
No.
Yeah. What are you trying to do?
Not on there. What is box? What does that mean? No. Website URL.
I see your Instagram login.
Yeah, which I don't know. What can you say? Oh, it's still that. All right.
That's really a bummer. Michelle, can you share from your phone?
No, it doesn't give me the option.
All right. Well, I'm just going to walk you through then. I'm really sad about this.
Sarah, did we lose you?
Sarah? Oh, I was gonna say, what if she put it in front and kind of like, oh, here it is.
Sarah?
Sorry, I've been sitting here talking. Okay, so I'm going to try to do some of this. I know I can't do it all, but the first thing I want to touch on that I just learned today, which is awesome, is called socialrank.com, and it works with Instagram or Twitter, and I haven't gotten a chance to play with it yet, but I've seen it. And so what it does is it sorts your like Instagram contacts, the people that follow you. So you can literally look at where they're from or like what they're tagging. So you can literally make because this is what you want to do. You want to make a UK prospect list. So very easily you could go to the socialrank.com and automatically see who from the UK is already following you. Because if they're already following you, they're already interested in what you're doing. So that's the first thing that I learned. So the next thing is hashtags are great. We all use hashtags. But here's one thing about hashtags. If you're gonna, like Fit Mum, M-U-M, is a huge one, but there's 10 gazillion Beachbody coaches all over it already. So don't use hashtag Fit Mum. Find a UK person that you mesh with and look at their hashtags that they're using and pick those ones that are gonna, work for you and like go with your brand or go with you. Does that make sense? Like mesh with you. And use those hashtags. Go through those hashtags. So don't just use like hashtag UK or hashtag United Kingdom. Really dive into the person you're looking for. So the next thing is, let me see if I can, is location tags is a big thing, especially if you're looking for a certain location. So if you, I don't know if the Instagram one here will help let me, but do I have maps? Where's maps? I can't see. If you go into Google Maps and you type UK, that's a really big UK. We'll just use London because it's here, right? But if you get closer and you can actually see different sites like Hyde Park or the zoo. So anywhere in London, you could, anywhere over the UK, you could do this. But if you type Hyde Park, you can see, can you guys see this?
Mm-hmm.
Right, you can see this, okay. See, there's location tags, people that have been there, that you can see they're in the UK, and then you can look for people that are gonna mesh with you, and that's one way to find people, an easy way that you know they're there. Let's see, so, and then you can look at the actual person. Okay, she's not necessarily my cup of tea, but you know, you get the point. That's an awesome way to find people. And she's speaking Spanish, so that's not somebody that I would want to friend. But anyway, you can do that for any sort of location. So that's one way to find people. And then once you make a list, and I'm just starting mine on pen and paper. I'm a pen and paper girl anyway. So 3 days a week, like Monday, Wednesday, Friday, set aside 10, 15 minutes and on Instagram, go through your list and do 531. And if you guys don't know what 531 is, it's 5 likes, 3 comments, and either 1 follow or 1 personal message. So be on their page, be active. And that's kind of across the board with people on Instagram that you're trying to build relationships with. That's what Chalene Johnson teaches. And it's really, really helped. I know it's helped me doing that way. So just do that 3 times a week and just kind of, you know, making time to build this, and not a ton of time, just like 10% of your business time. Start right now. Let's see. And then after a week or 2, start inviting them to free groups, or start inviting them to a challenge group, you know, after you've developed some trust. Okay, hold on. I'm gonna show you one more way. I'm gonna hop over to Facebook real quick. Get off. So in Facebook, you could, let me get all rid of all these messages. Type in UK. There's groups, and then hit groups, and then start looking through. Obviously, you know, we have our own, but there is awesome, you know, pick what works for you though. Don't just friend every UK group that's out there, but you guys can definitely start that way. So like we put in here, you know, here's the Facebook group, search the UK, and you can do military. If that is part of your brand though, if you're a military spouse or anything like that, people in military bases over in the UK are great people to start building relationships, but that's only if it's in that's what you would do anyway. Harry Potter, anything like that. Do you have anything to add to this, Michelle?
No, I mean, I think all of these points are good. And I think that, you know, essentially this is what we all should be doing, UK or not. So, you know, take what's worked for you in the US and just work to shift your focus on the UK. And I think that using the geotags is a really great way. Another thing that I've done is I have kind of done some searches, some Google searches for different fitness centers that are in the UK, because, you know, looking for other like-minded people is what you want. You want to attract the right tribe. And so then I go to those UK-based fitness centers, or London or Dublin fitness centers, and I kind of scope out their page and see who has tagged themselves there, and kind of check out their pages and do the 531 rule for them. So there's different ways. I've Googled, you know, UK mommy bloggers, like just trying to find, so then I can look them up on Instagram, and then again look through people who have commented, who seem to have left like real comments, not robot comments. And again, look through their pages. So it can take some time, but when you're this is one of those things that I will sit down and do when I'm mindlessly doing something else. If I'm sitting down on the couch and I'm going to watch TV or something, or watch a movie, this is something that you can kind of do. And just keep a notebook by you and write down anybody who seems to be like you, so that you can then follow up when you go do your power hour the next day. You have your running list of people that you're sort of working to follow and target.
No, I skipped that.
One of the things I will say, and as we look at this monthly game plan, I think the thing that's going to be super important is that we have a seriously insane upline who is working so hard to make sure that we are all super equipped with the tools and resources in order to make this launch go smoothly. So if you're not on the different UK focused pages that Tara's created, that Mindy's created, make sure to get tapped into those, because this is a great opportunity for us, myself and Sarah included, to learn from those that, one, were around when the Canada launch happened, and two, those who have been extremely successful in their business and have worked to build themselves million-dollar businesses. So, what's mapped out here, I'm guessing it was done by Mindy.
I'm not sure.
Okay. Anyways, my point is that Mindy and Tara are working really hard to make sure that there's trainings ahead of the launch, to make sure that we understand, all of the different aspects that go into launching in a new country. So if you're not tapped into those pages, if you're not joining the trainings, if you're not watching the videos that they're posting, make sure that you go back and do it, because there's a lot of value there. And all that it's going to do is it's going to make sure that come October, you have all of your pieces in place to hit the ground running with the UK. And understand that this opportunity to be part of the organization now, when we're launching in a country the size of the United Kingdom, is huge. And so there's huge potential for you. There's huge potential for your business. But you have to be willing to put the work in ahead of time, and you have to be willing to grab the reins and really take off with it when October comes. I can't really see all of these different things.
No, and you know what? Any of the calls on there, just disregard. But the general setup of it, you can definitely use, like adding to your challenge groups and putting 10% of your business time into the UK in August, and just adding prospects. Let me scroll down some. So let me go over here. You guys all, I think everybody pretty much is a part. Where is that? If you're not a part of this group yet, the Dream Again International, make sure you join it. I know I posted the link in my team page, and Michelle probably posted the link in hers. So this is, like, tomorrow is the Beachbody, not the Beachbody, it's our team's business opportunity. It's like a surge basically for them. So that's tomorrow at 12 Eastern or 5 p.m. British time. If you have prospects already that are interested in coaching, get them on this, or get them in this group, because it's going to be ongoing. They can always watch stuff later. Like, this will be recorded. The recording will be posted. It's going to have Shalene Johnson. It's going to have all sorts of Janelle and all that kind of stuff. Tara's in there talking about her story and the launch. There's stuff about the launch for them that's actually in London. So it's definitely a great opportunity for potential coaches. So the other thing I wanted to mention, I just got off a call with Tara, and which I didn't realize, Janelle, who is our grandmother, technically, I guess, has her own website, and she actually has made a new coach training for UK coaches that they can go on at any point and start doing. I think they're going to launch it Friday. But it's like little mini trainings for them to do, like how to start a challenge group, how to set up whatever, you know what I mean? So there's trainings in there from Ashley Smith, Micah Folsom, I can't, like all the top coaches in our team, basically. So that's great. So people can kind of get started and know what they're doing come launch time. So if you have people that you know are going to coach, I would definitely recommend getting them on that website too. And it's just something that they can go through at any point on their own time, kind of like our Inspiration Dream Team website training. That is pretty much all I have for the UK at this point. Michelle, do you have anything?
Nope, that covers it.
All right. Do you guys have questions before we move on to like our free group stuff? I know we probably just overwhelmed with a lot of info. All right. Then we shall move on. So next Monday, we're launching our next free group. And I was just talking to Tara about this, so I haven't talked to Michelle about it, but I'm going to throw it out there and see what you guys think. So you know how like every month we do a new themed group? What if we just leave our group open? So say we'll take the barbecue group and switch it over to back to school moms and just kind of leave that same group and just change the theme from month to month. So we're continually adding people in, and whether they want to get value or not, they're going to get it. But I would like to hear your thoughts rather than opening up a new group every month. Oh, but we're doing it in the app. We're doing it in the app? Sorry. Never mind, I lied.
My hesitation to this, and you can talk me out of it, even though we're doing this group in the app, is with like the barbecue group, we're very, that's obviously recipe specific, whereas the school group is more, I don't know.
Hold on, let me mute.
I don't know what my thoughts are exactly, but we can talk about it. But yes, this back to school group we were thinking about trying to do in the app to see how it goes.
Well, go ahead. Talk about that, Michelle.
Okay. So yeah, so we want to try to run a group in the app. And the reason why we want to try to do this is we have, I just learned this. I don't know if everybody else knew this, but I didn't know this. If you have somebody who wants to join a challenge group and we're using the app, so they have to, register for the app, download it, and then register an account. If they don't already have a Beachbody account, they then, as long as they accept the invitation you sent, they become a customer of yours. So that loads them into your back office as a customer. And so I don't know about all of you, but I have found that when we run a free group, especially something like, back to school or crockpot or something mom related, where we get kind of a big influx of people who want to participate in those types of free groups, running them on Facebook is awesome. But I have a hard time. I don't often get the conversion to customers in the back office like I want. So we thought maybe this would be a great opportunity to, increase our customer base and just try a different platform. Sarah made a really good point. She gets a lot of people off of Instagram who don't necessarily have Facebook accounts. And so for them to be able to participate in one of these groups is impossible because they don't have Facebook accounts. And so they're kind of left out to dry. But with the app, that's not necessary. So the only downfall to the app is that people in the UK can't join it yet. So you know, there's pros and cons to everything, I guess. But we thought that we would try this 5-day group in the app and see how it goes. And so we want to focus on back to school. We want to cover a different topic every day. And here are the topics that we were thinking about. One was mastering your morning routine. 2 was kid-friendly healthy lunches. 3 was shopping deals and like saving money, I guess. I don't know, I'll have to think of something creative for that day. 4 is meal planning. And 5 is homework and nighttime routine organization type of stuff, I guess. So we want to kind of cover those 5 topics and give moms and I guess dads the opportunity to get some tips and tricks and healthy recipes and stuff that they can kind of put into their arsenal as everybody heads back to school last week, this week, next week, in the coming weeks. Any thoughts on that? Any questions?
Or any thoughts on topics you would like to take to cover? We'll probably do 3 posts a day, so if we could probably divide it up amongst everybody. So if you have a certain thing you'd rather do, if you want to do it, just either speak up now or comment. I'll make a thread in the team page. We can divide stuff up.
I have a comment back to like the app versus starting the new challenge groups. I like the idea of not starting brand new challenge groups all the time because I personally got confused and I felt like I was like in so many groups I couldn't keep up with any of them. And like, you know, I'm like, yeah, sure, add me to this, yeah, sure, add me to that, and then I end up not doing anything, and then go into like the wrong group, and then I see a post, and I was like, oh, that's the one that's active, and then I go on there, I was like, oh my god, I missed a week and a half of what was happening, you know. So maybe it's not just me, I don't know, but it's like I'm not on Facebook like all day long. I see it a little bit in the morning, and then I might check it later in the evening. But I don't even always do that. So I do like the Challenge Tracker app because I do have my phone with me all the time. And I'm kind of, even though I don't have little kids anymore, it's like kind of in a hurry in the morning. And I do try to do my Shakeology in the morning, whether or not I exercise in the morning or not. But then I don't always have time to post it. So then when I get to work and I can catch a breath, then I can go ahead and, oh yeah, I did my Shakeology. And I do like it. It's like right at my fingertips. So
Yeah.
It's handy for me, even though, you know, I might not be as busy as everybody else, but like sometimes it seems like it's, you know, I'm busy at work right now, it's a little retarded. So
No, I agree. And another thought is maybe almost doing, I know you're gonna love this, doing 2 of them, like doing the mom group in the app and maybe swatch it, I can't talk. Taking another group if we have UK people and just doing kind of a mirrored version of it in Facebook. That's an idea too. So let me know your thoughts. Or taking our Miracle Morning group and switching that over.
yeah, I got a
ongoing.
Miracle Morning group. I like that, and I still do a lot of that in the morning. If it's only 5 minutes, I'm still doing my personal development. I'm doing my meditations. And part of the meditations is actually bringing in some visualization for myself as well as like some goals and stuff. So yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea.
Yeah, I think it's a good idea. Maybe swapping out like a week out of the month and doing our free group and then the rest of it keeping the Miracle Morning going.
Yeah.
Like doing a mini free group in it. But then it's just that one group, but still do it in the app too. So.
Cool.
All right. Is that it? I'll put a September calendar together soon. My kids are leaving tomorrow for like 5 days, so I'll have plenty of time. Again, finally. We do have a coffee talk coming up on the 26th, right? Saturday, not this coming Saturday, the following Saturday morning. So it's going to be a Zoom. It's not going to be on Facebook, and it'll be a quick, like, what is coaching type call info group. So people can actually ask questions live and not just have to watch videos. So put that on your calendar, and you guys can start inviting to that also. Any other questions? I'm taking up enough of your time tonight.
Guys, I'm super excited about the launch. It's be a great opportunity. Like Sarah said, I know we threw a lot of information at you and it can be super overwhelming. But just know that it's just because we're jumping into, all of us are jumping into uncharted territory. But this is a really great opportunity. So don't be intimidated, be excited. And if you haven't read the 5-second rule, we just have to 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
It's one of my new favorites.
Oh my God, I'm obsessed with that.
All right, ladies, thanks for hopping on. Oh,
Night.
Thank you. Good night.
talk to you guys later.
Bye.
Bye.